Hi, my name is Tim and I'm forgiven. The point I want to get across today is that we are in the middle of a crisis as far as our country goes, and I want to present a question to you. What are you doing for your country? Now, in all my life, I would have to say that I've been politically active. But in hindsight, I would have to say that I was probably more inactive than I was active. I voted and I talked about politics, but it's going to require a lot more than that. If we sit down and look at history, we can see that we have been losing ground and the liberals have been gaining ground. So it is safe to say that we're not doing enough. If the country continues to lose ground, the only thing we can say is that we did not do enough. That we were not doing enough. So history tells us we're not doing enough. We need to take over politics. We need to take over our government. Or otherwise, we're going to go the way of liberalism. I believe that most people are conservatives. Whether they're fiscal conservatives or social conservatives is a question. But we are mostly fiscal conservatives. We want to do for ourselves. We want to be the best that we can be. We want to show off what we can do. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's the good thing. And I think a lot of people have given up on the idea of being the best that they can be and doing for themselves. They feel like their playing field is not level. It's not tilted in their direction. It's tilted in the opposite direction, and it makes things harder and more difficult. Unfortunately, this is the misunderstanding of too many people. It's the media. The media has presented this idea, and a lot of our education and a lot of our educators have presented this very same idea, that things are against some people and they're not against other people. That some have an unfair advantage and some do not. And if you want to get down to the very nitpicking little things, you can find things that will give you evidence that the playing field is not level. But at the same time, you can show that it's not level, but it's rugged. It's rugged for everyone. It's tough. It's not the same, but it's tough. It's hard to succeed. It's hard to continue in your own direction. We are, as a people, require a whole lot of support, a whole lot of encouragement. That's human nature. Sometimes we get that in negative forms, and sometimes we get it in positive forms, and sometimes we don't get it at all. It's like this my movement for liberalism to be snuffed out, my movement to bring conservatism alive and well, it's pretty much contained to me. My wife is conservative, but I don't think that you would call her active in any way, shape, or form. She wouldn't even put a bumper sticker on her car. We've got to be active. We have got to be doing things. We have got to be about our country's business. If we're not, we're going to leave it in the hands of people who have the time, have the aspirations, and that's dangerous. We have got to take time out of our personal life, time out of that we would spend with our family and time that we would spend on a job, and we have to spend it in government. Because if we don't, our children are going to have to spend all of their time involved in government. It's called socialism, and we're headed there big time. We're headed there fast. And we need to remove these politicians from office, and we need to undo what they've been doing for years. We have to undo it. There's no ratifying. There's no fixing. There is dumping and starting over. You have got to get involved. One person makes a difference. Two people really make a difference. And when you get a community, when you get a country moving in the right direction, with people actively involved, you have a snowball that cannot be stopped. This is what liberalism is afraid of. This conservatism cannot be stopped. It can be spread across the whole world. And we can make the whole world a better place through conservatism, not through liberalism. Liberalism begets socialism, begets dictators, and begets destruction of countries, self-destruction. Get involved. What have you done for your country today? God bless.